want to chat today about feminism as opposed to women's rights, women's equality. Feminism, from what I remember, was very much like women's equality on crack and speed at the same time, kind of a dual cocktail. And then it got hijacked by social justice warriors, and it actually turned into a hate movement, which isn't helping the situations at all. I do believe and always have believed in women's equality. I think women should be paid the same as men in doing the same jobs. And I believe they should be recognized the same as men in life in general. I mean, a lot of times women have been overlooked and men took credit. But this whole feminism movement it's a hate movement. And I'm sorry, I have to put my glasses on so I can see here. Okay, I'm sorry, but your movement lost all its credibility when it started being funded by George Soros and Oprah, okay? These are two people who are globalists. They believe in depopulation, and basically Soros was a Nazi collaborator. He turned his Jewish people over to the SS, and he was rewarded with their money and property for his deeds. And even in an interview, he said it was the most exciting time of his life, and that's what shaped him as a man. Well, okay, and this is who's funding your feminism movement, okay? That's silly. That's like a children's event being fucking financed by Clifford Olson, or someone sick like that. I'm sorry. I'm not down with feminism at all. I think it's just a hate movement. It's an anti-man movement, and it's not accomplishing anything but creating more hate and arguments and public displays of violence and the whole pussy hat thing. It's just really silly. I'm sorry if you have one or wear one, but they're silly, okay? And they look silly, especially on men. Okay, I'm sorry. It's okay that men want to be feminists. That's up to them if they want to do that. But wearing pussy hats, I'm sorry. Did you get caught cheating or what? Anyway, the difference between feminism and women's equality is one's actually got a purpose, which is to get women recognized equally for their pay and their like I said, in society in general. But one is created to attack men and attack anything masculine, and you're demasculating men. There's some men that are afraid to speak as men because of your movement, okay? And I think that's pathetic. I don't think that's the kind of forte I would want on a movement I've been involved in. I'm involved in the truth movement, and I'm proud to be involved in that. And I'm proud to be part of the community who seeks and shares truth. That's what I do. And yes, I definitely even as a young kid, believe I was seen as cis male, okay? And I always believed in women's equality. I always spoke up for it. And yeah, I got razzed, I got teased, I got, the whole shebang from the men, but I didn't care because it's what I believed in. And I've always believed that it's better to stand up for what you believe in, even if you stand alone, okay? That's important. And I think a lot of people overlook the importance of that saying, but it's one I live by. And there's been many times I have stood alone. I might be hated for this video by a lot of people, but I think a lot of people are going to relate to this video because I think, like me, they're not feminists. They are women who believe in equal rights. Big difference. And I have a lot more faith in the women's equality movement than I do in your little feminism movement. So basically, I'm kind of I'm lost for words. Like I say, when you're financed by such evil people, and you sit there and you call Donald Trump a misogynist, and all these men misogynists and all this stuff. I mean, you're just yelling out names, and half the time they don't even apply to what you're yelling them out to. I mean, You're just looking like real fools, and I think feminism is going to die because it's a hate movement. It's almost like domestic terrorism now. That you got, people like Antifa and Black Lives Matter joining in with it, and it's not helping. It's not helping women. It's much like women who do pornography. They're setting women back. They're making women look like sexual objects, and that's not what women are. Women are people, right? And they have to be respected as people. And you can't just, say one thing's okay and yet you're screaming foul about the exact same thing in a different circumstance. It's hypocritical, and that's what the whole feminism movement is. It's a hypocritical movement, and I don't agree with it at all. I think it's foolish. I think it's silly, and I think you should concentrate more on women's equality and do things the right way, protest the right way, without violence and without yelling hateful comments at men or at the president. I don't feel he's a misogynist. He employs a lot of females, okay, and always has. A female ran his campaign and a female ran his ad campaign. I mean, these are two really, really experienced, intelligent women who helped him win. And he knew. He knew who to pick. So you can't sit there and call him a misogynist just because, 12 years ago he said he wanted to grab someone's pussy. Like, give me a break. Name a guy on the planet who hasn't said that or talked negatively about women behind women's backs, okay? Tell me about it. Every man on the planet has, unless maybe they're gay. But other than them, every man on the planet has talked derogatory about women and thought of women in a derogatory way. So don't give me that crap about he wants to grab pussy. Come on, grow up, okay? The man's trying to save your fucking country and you're trying to ruin it by aligning with George Soros. It's just foolish. It's the same thing here in Canada. It's, the whole feminism thing, it's silliness. And I will keep speaking out about it because, like I say, it's totally anti-woman. It's anti women getting ahead. You're setting women back by doing this, okay? So just keep that in mind. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks to my subscribers, and welcome to my new subscribers. And I love having all the support that I can get, and I'm fighting the good fight. So talk to you soon.